Alright. Alright, so let's get that started. I am on my way to an audition. I just put myself on tape for a big audition. Hopefully I get it. That would be amazing. I can't say anything about it. I had to sign an NDA just to get the sides, so it's that level of cool. So taped that, and then now I've got to go to my in-person audition. I got to figure out where that is, and then I got to go do that. Trying not to be nervous, which I wasn't nervous until I said I'm trying not to be nervous, and now I'm nervous. All right, I'm gonna put you guys in. It's 2:30. My audition's at 2:45 in this building right behind me. There's some sort of movie shoot or something going on next door. You got like I don't know if you can see it, there's like the Star Wagons. Is there some sort of truck? I don't know. Something's going on next door. The Star Wagons are like trailers for shoots and stuff, so I'm guessing that's a studio next door. It's all part of this same thing. We shall see. Need to grab my headshot and go wandering on in there. At any rate, I'll hit you guys up after this crap. My audition, I feel like it went okay. I wouldn't say it went great. I feel like I made them laugh before my audition started, and then the scene that I was doing, there was nothing inherently funny about it. They were just like, just be funny with what's happening. And I was like, alright, let's do this. So I went with it. And the first take I didn't like. I was just not settled. And so I had him stop because I was like, I'm just all over the place here. Let's just start over. Which is a terrible thing to do. It really is. Like, it's the worst. It's very, I want to say juvenile, but that's not. It's green. It's an inexperienced thing to do as an actor, to be like, oh, hold on, let's start that over. I don't know. I told him, like, I didn't like my eye lines or like where I was looking, so forth. Got that all straight, and then banged it out the first take after that, which is fine. I joked around with the casting director a little bit. It was a cool place to be. Like, they're clearly making a lot of movies for this particular individual there, and it was cool to see that person's. They had like a poster for every one of the movies that person has done all over the wall, and they kept us in this little conference room that had like a window out into this soundstage, and they were building this massive set. The soundstage was big enough that people were like riding bicycles around inside of it, which was so cool to see. But you had to step in the soundstage for half a second to get in this little conference room thing. It was hot as hell in there. Like, I don't know how those guys are in there building that set. They must be sweating their ass off in there. So I went on tape, and then I went and did that audition, and, you know, I was joking around with a lady. I'm not certain she thought I was joking, because I was like, I feel like I just fucked that up. It was terrible. I just completely screwed that thing all up. And she's like, no, every actor thinks that. And it was at that moment when she said that, I'm like, oh, she thinks I'm serious. Like, okay. Well, I know it wasn't perfect, so I wouldn't be. I feel like I know when I've done something that's good enough to nail the role, and don't feel that way about that one. And that's okay. It's alright. I feel like I made a good impression on the casting director, which is that's the goal. It's not necessarily to book the role you're there for. It's to make a good impression on the casting director. Because, you know, then they'll think of you for something else. Otherwise, we're going fast. We're going like 44 miles an hour now. Leaving Atlanta, and tonight I have to try to make it all the way to Chicago. I'm going to try to make it all the way to Chicago because I have shows tomorrow and Saturday in Rochester, Minnesota at Goonies. That's a long-ass way, man. It's 11 hours and change from Atlanta to Chicago, and then it's another 6 hours from Chicago to Rochester, Minnesota. So I've got like 17 hours and change, not including stops for gas or to get food or take a bathroom break or whatever. So it's a long way. And if I book one of these things I just auditioned for, I'll probably have to fly back to film it, which is fine. I'll take that any day. Like, yeah, sure. I got a plane ticket tomorrow. It's fine. I'm not in the least bit worried about that. That's what the credit card's for. Build up that debt. These are all union projects, so they would actually, like, they'd pay enough that it would cover booking a flight. That's fine. Alright. Oh, God, I can't be yawning already. I still got another, like, 10 and a half hours in the car. So I should be there looking about 3 a.m. I'll land in Chicago, where I'm going, and then probably about 10 a.m. I'll have to get up to head on out.
She was my role model because I didn't have a role.
I don't know what it is about dudes with trucks, specifically like F-150s and Dodges. Always seems to be like the F-150s and Dodges, but they always just ride your ass. Like, that's where they, as close to your bumper as they can get. That's where they want to be. Doesn't matter how fast you're going. Doesn't matter like how close you are to the person in front of you. They just want to be as close. It's as though they feel like you're gonna see them and move faster. Where the fuck am I gonna go? There's a motor grader up there blocking the road. But this guy is just like on my ass, always. What's funny is I'm in front of him because he was going slow as shit when there was no one in front of him. So I had to go around him. But now it's just on my ass. He drives like within a car length of my butt there. For those of you with F-150s, stop doing that shit. It's obnoxious. It's not safe. I tell you what, mountains are beautiful. Good scenery. If you can get past the dickhead F-150 drivers, Tennessee is beautiful. These mountain roads are amazing. I love that you can see like where they carved out like I don't know if you can see it, but it's where they like carved out this road out of the side of the mountain. And there's sometimes when it's just like sticking straight up on either side of the road. I tell you what, man, driving 60 on these roads feels like you're driving 100, at least in this car. Maybe if I had some all-wheel drive Audi or something, it might not, but slung from one side to the other because the turns are sharp, man. Some of these, like, there'll be a 90-degree turn and there'll be a sign, like, I just passed a sign warning trucks, like, don't go over 40. My ears keep popping from the pressure changes.